Hello, it's Steven, the calculator guy, and today we're going to talk about Tomb Finance. So Tomb Finance is a legitimately cool protocol that I think is a pretty decent opportunity. So I know my last video I talked about Summit, which looks beautiful and seems like gamification, but inevitably you're dealing with a coin that is losing value dramatically. Well, Tomb Finance, I think, is kind of the opposite, right? The user interface is relatively plain, um, and it just looks like a bunch of maybe material design boxes, but the tokenomics are interesting, and the opportunity is definitely there. This is not a tanking coin. This is not a DEX coin. This is a cool attempt at an algorithmic stablecoin with a 1-to-1 ratio with Fantom. Currently it's about 1.17, still pretty good. In fact, a little bit more than Fantom. So let's go over to the documentation, right? Tomb Finance believes in the potential of Fantom and wants to get value from Fantom's future growth. So we're going to deal with some bonding and some staking mechanisms that I find very interesting. So in addition to existing and future use cases such as Fantom Pad, Tomb aims to become the main medium of exchange on Fantom Opera. This will be achieved by providing a mirrored liquid asset to Fantom. I don't know if they're going to become the main medium of exchange on Fantom Opera, but it would be cool. And I don't know why having a mirrored liquid asset to Fantom. Oh, if it was liquid asset, I see, it would double the liquidity. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like that idea. One of the primary shortcomings of past Algo tokens is the lack of use cases. Well, there's a lot of use cases here, and I like it. So if we pull up this chart, it'll sort of give you instructions as to how to make the most of your money. So if Tomb is greater than Fantom, which it is right now, here's a strategy. And it's a pretty good strategy. So you provide liquidity on the Tomb Fantom LP in the cemetery. So here's the cemetery. Here's a Tomb Fantom LP. Here's a Tomb, well, these are both Tomb Fantom LPs. But you could view. Can you zap here? No, you have to approve first. They don't tell you the APR. It's interesting. But I know, here we go. So this is where you want to do it. So approve, of course. I believe you can also zap in, which is pretty cool. Let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and see if they have the zap option. They might not, that's fine. But you can zap on the front page. Zapping, for those who don't know, just means you have half of the LP pair, you zap, it splits it automatically and turns it into an LP token. So it's approved. Let me refresh. Often required. Yeah, cool, you can zap. All right, I love it, very cool. Look at that daily. So remember, Tomb and Fantom are relatively stable towards one another. The fact that you're getting 3 and 4% APR on something that's relatively stable with Fantom, super cool, I like it. In fact, I'm definitely going to invest in this opportunity, full disclosure, not an endorsement, just telling you what I'm going to do personally, because the APY on that is out of this world. And you can zap. So, and it looks like there's no fee either, which is just, I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's go back to here. So, okay, provide liquidity. I can see how to do that. Pretty easy. In the cemetery, earn TShare. What do you do with your TShare, right? Is TShare one of these coins that I don't want, that you're trying to shill me, Well, let's look. First, let's look at TShare, right? Look at the current price of TShare. $5,000. Now, has it tanked? Well, let's see. The answer is no. Look at this TShare price chart. Down here it was in the 500s. Now it's in the 5,000s. Yeah, it's gone down a little bit over the past few days, but this is amazing. I mean, the value in Fantom and in this is incredible. I mean, this is a very enticing opportunity. Like I said, I'm going to be investing in it. Not an endorsement. It could tank, but very cool. Very cool in my opinion. Okay, so let's go back to this. Compound LP earnings from the above into the TShares Fantom LP. So first you're doing Tomb Fantom. you're earning TShares, then you're putting your TShares into the TShare Fantom LP, so you have to have additional Fantom, and earn more TShare, and then eventually you can stake those TShares in the Masonry, where it's just a one-sided TShare staking. So go over to Masonry, APR 278. That APY is going to be amazing. So that's cool. That's really cool. Now, something I haven't said yet, but if you know me, you know what I want, right? I want some auto compounding because it makes my life easier. It means I have to do less work on the computer. So guess what? Grim has it. Grim, lovely Grim. If you go to, what is Tomb? They have two different opportunities. They don't have single-side staking for TShare, which is unfortunate, but they do have Tomb Fantom, and because it's APY, 2.24,000% APY. So, will I be using this? That's for you to decide. I think so. So, that is a really cool opportunity. I'm excited about this. We'll see how it goes in a week. I'll give an update. I don't want to jinx it. Maybe it'll crash and die. Not financial advice. But in terms of the majority of the protocols I've been looking at so far, my favorite things on the Fantom network have been Liquid Driver and Tomb. And that's not considering that I love Grim and I love Reaper as well. So Grim, Reaper, Liquid Driver, Tomb, Tarot. I like Tarot too. And of course, Spooky and Spirit Swap. I mean, Fantom Network has a lot of great stuff. There are some things that I'm not in love with, but why be negative? The vast majority of things on the Fantom Network are super cool, super awesome. So again, we didn't go over what to do if in the other case. So in the case that Tomb is less than Fantom, what you would do is you would use your Tomb to buy a Tbond. And there's a Fantom liquidity pool, so you can exit your Tomb Fantom liquidity pool and buy Tbond. So just essentially buy Tbonds. When Tbond goes over the peg, which it is now, then you swap your Tbond for Tomb, and you profit. So essentially, when Tomb is less than Fantom, you can exchange your Tomb for a Tbond. Now, in doing so, you help the price of Tomb, I guess, balance against Fantom. Then when the Tbond becomes more valuable than Fantom, then you can swap that Tbond for Tomb and profit. So that's pretty cool too. Basically, if Tomb is less than Fantom, get Tbond, and when it balances out, Tbond will allow you to swap back for Tomb at a profit. Cool. And then it's got this little chart down here. So I like this protocol. I like the idea. We'll see how it works out long term. Maybe don't throw too much in here, but they just got new management, and the management is top notch, in my opinion. We'll see how it works out. You can see the TVL continuously increasing as people figure out what's going on here. I also think this is going to be good for the health of Fantom if it sort of adds synthetic liquidity. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So that's all. That's Tomb Finance in a nutshell. One of my, I guess, most interesting protocols of the week. And we'll do an update in a week and see how it goes. So thank you so much. Full disclosure, at this point, my investment is 100% on the Reaper Liquid Driver for the Fantom USDC pool. The Fantom FUSDT pool is equally as good, but I just happen to have USDC. I think the APYs on those right now are above 700, so really good. But I'm going to probably diversify into Tomb Finance later tonight. I took my money out of Tarot just because in the event that Fantom takes off, I don't want to get liquidated. So I think I was still pretty safe, and Taro is awesome. It's great. But I just want to auto compound, you know, at this point in my crypto career. Auto compounding is sort of where I'm at. So when there are auto compounding opportunities, I jump on them, especially those opportunities are similar to Taro, which leaves me somewhat vulnerable to liquidation, even if I'm in a somewhat safe range. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Invest smart, invest safe, invest SMAFE.